Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back to Women's OCAA 2024 basketball action. Today we have the home Durham Lords taking on the visiting Seneca Sting. Both teams walk into this game at 1-0 after good starts. The Lords ended up walking away with a 1-point win. Seneca put up 71 points in their victory earlier on. Right here, we're going to have some player intros, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, and we are back on the play-by-play. We have me, ATN Skitch. Right beside me, we have John Townsend, hopefully getting ready for another OCAA match here.
Absolutely, I'm born ready. Lance Stevenson born ready for this game today. Fantastic matchup, great way to start off the season here for the Lords with a home match. Obviously, they won the last matchup coming into this one, but looking forward to getting started here with a new OCAA basketball season.
Absolutely, tip-off to come, and up we go. The Lords actually not going to come away with the win. Won the tip-off, but just were beat to the ball there. You're going to have Seneca wrapping around here quickly, getting out to the three. Can kick that one wide. Wide open shot. No good. Rims out. Unlucky bounce there. That's going to be the Lords controlling the rebound. And away we go. Pushing into Seneca court here. Looking to make a move down to the corner. You have to try and break that one out if you want a chance, and that's going to be a loose ball. It's going to be the Lords getting away with it. Not quite. That's going to be Seneca ball. Loose ball is just bad situations. 2v1 situation, and they lost it.
I'll tell you what, that was great defensive pressure, though, from Seneca. Great effort there by Mathia Long as well as Aurora Donceris there. Great pressure on the ball handler, a forced turnover, just couldn't quite get it done in the other way.
Coming back here, Tage Adderley is going to be looking to pressure that ball. Ball goes out and moving down. Monica Leverage, number 21, we saw earlier on, now has the ball. She was a big instrument last year, absolutely the bruiser of this Lords team, and not quite going to be the first one to get points on the board of the night, though.
An interesting matchup tonight between Onika and as well as Tiana. Tiana on Seneca and Onika on the Lords. Both of them are twin sisters.
Did not know that one, actually, and that's going to be the first points of the night going to Seneca. 2 points down. Quick layup is all you're going to need to break this one open. Lords, of course, you're not in panic mode. It's 2 points, and that's going to be out of bounds there. And that one's going to be Lords ball there, tipped out there by Sting. If you're pushed this far into the court, you got to look to make a move. You got 7-8 seconds here. And they took too long.
That's not what we want to see this early on in the match. Unforced errors, unforced turnovers. So far in with just over 2 minutes, just over a minute gone, all of a sudden Lords have 2 turnovers here quick.
Yeah, Seneca walked down with one turnover down by the Lords net, but just weren't able to put anything down. Now we're seeing Lords. They're trying to make a push, but it seems like they just obviously early in the season you're trying to shake off all that rust. Off season, it's a long one, and Leverage there bodies them down low.
Looked like her sister Tiana was going for a charge there. Referee was not giving that though. But Lords right now need to work on ball movement and floor spacing because at this point they're all clumping up at the top of the key. And the only time that they've been able to move around is when Onika was able to drive down low.
That was a strength of the Lords last season, was just really getting down low. Last season we had obviously a few off-season departures from people running out of OCAA eligibility, and that was a vile kickball. I just had no chance for that ref not to call that. They got to make a move now. You got to pass this ball. It's already happened once. Good play there to draw the defenders. Smacked out of hand. Just no chance for the Lords to come away with it. But quick tip ball down to the three. Kicks it away practically. That was a throw straight to Seneca.
It was a good idea though, looking to get the cutter, but just poorly timed pass or a little bit of good defense there from Seneca to stop that.
Yeah, and now we're gonna be seeing once again. That's gonna be Tage Adelaide pass it down to Monica Leverage, and that pass just goes straight overhead.
Some miscommunications here early on. I think the Lords need to start setting some screens, trying to get that point guard Tage Adderley some space to maneuver.
So moving into the first timeout here. Obviously, it's not exactly the highest scoring game of all time.
It is not as early on here though. Only a 2-point game. However, it's just early season basketball at this point. I think players are still trying to get on the same page as one another, trying to understand if I cut to the right corner, I have faith that you're going to be doing a backdoor cut trying to get inside. It's building team chemistry at this point of the season, and given we're not even halfway through the first quarter yet, I think the Lords still have quite a lot of time to make up in this game as well as for the rest of the season.
Yeah, last season we were looking at the Lords walked away 3-11. Their last game of the season, though, that was a win, so it was a high note to go off of. But on the other hand, Seneca walked away 6-8, a much better record in that case. They just weren't able to make anything happen when it came to OCAA. Lords, obviously, they're not going for this full court press. You saw last year they ran a lot of that throughout the season, just full court press, not letting them even out of their own half. And they're going to call a reach there, I believe. Was able to come away with the ball, but of course not going to be any good if you're committing fouls.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I agree with that foul, especially on the other end. When Anika was driving in, she got hacked by a couple different players, but either way, back on the way here.
Good screen there, opens them up from three. Good. Drops it down. Got leverage now. Looks to be the definite floor general of this game thus far. Trying to make a move down low, just not able to put it through. Onika like 0 for 3, I believe, and that's a stolen ball gone to waste.
I mean, it was great defensive read there to intercept the pass by Emily Balkerson, but I mean, it's a bit of a heat check pull there to pull that three after the catch. Almost hit it though.
And another shot from three.
Seneca
two.
starting to, two, long two that was. Seneca starting to heat up though. Lord's going to need to answer back here.
Lord's just got to get some movement. They have to get, even if it's something down in the crease, you can't be looking to get away with that. There we go. Slow that game down. You got possession.
If they're doing this, that time it looked like they were picking her up half court. But if they're doing a full court press, how have they not called a single screen yet? Something to free her up, something to give her space. Is this be another timeout called here?
Couldn't tell who the timeout was from, but there's only so much you can do. The Lords, five in a row now. Again, you're still not in panic mode, but considering your offense hasn't even practically contemplated shooting more than 4 shots and Onika leverages 3 of them when she's driving down to the net. We saw that last year. She's very, very good at opening up that space. You just have to see her actually capitalize off the back of it.
I'll tell you what, though, I do love the urgency to shoot there from Emily Balkinsoon. As soon as she intercepted the ball, was in perfect position, saw that there was no defender really within vicinity to block the shot, just let her fly. Like especially when Seneca's defense is just suffocating. If you have a chance to shoot an open shot like that, might as well pull it. See what happens.
Absolutely. You're just going for the best that you can. Going for taking what you can get, and at this rate, it has not been much. Lord's ball. We've already had 1 time violation out to the side. Just got to make sure that we can actually get away with it this time around. Good pass. Quick shots. No good, though. Leverage. Forcing her way onto that ball. Good play down low. Sets it. That's the points for the Lords.
Onika so far this game has had really great vision of the court. It's just a matter of getting in rhythm though with Tay Wilson, as she threw a pass to her before that Tay just didn't have a head up, so missed the pass. She gets it. She gets that one though.
That was a good shot there. Number 7, Daniela Meyer. Daniela Meyer is going to be the one to put that one away. That was a beauty shot there. Just was a couple of steps too short, and a stolen pass is bricked twice. The Lords having a chance. She took 3 shots by the time someone got down there.
Well, board woman gets paid.
Okay, but it took the Lords 3 shots to even contemplate getting down there in time. There was 0 hustle to even contemplate trying to get that ball back. That's a foul 18 times out of 10.
Good job staying aggressive there by Tay Wilson. Driving, earning herself a trip to the free throw line here.
That was not the prettiest free throw of all time. And second one looks better. We'll take that first one. We'll take a 1 for 2. And 50% isn't terrible, but you gotta do better than that, especially when you're given opportunities for free points, especially when you are now down 8. Almost had 14, almost down 11 there. They're gonna put another pair of points on the board though, Seneca. But see, this is what I mean, that full court press that a lot of the women's teams were doing last year. It worked really, really well in terms of frazzling a lot of offensive looks and off the fingertips leverage.
Although it's resulted in two turnovers so far this quarter, I do like the link-up play between Wilson and Onika. Really doing a good job of looking for each other down low.
Kicking it wide, Seneca did a very, very good job at setting these screens last year and looking to do the same. They just lost the ball.
Good defensive effort there from Wilson.
And that's going to be Lord's possession on that jump ball, I believe. Yep. As a reminder, OCAA, how we do jump balls isn't like normal as normal as you would say in terms of we do a possession flip. So now that the Lords got the first jump ball, if there were to be another jump ball called, it would be Seneca ball. And mid-ranger isn't going to go. Hands in. No good, and that's 2 shots now from the free throw line.
Yeah, that was as clear of a foul as you can get for Kayla Kiodra. But at that point, she's right underneath the rim. You kind of have to hack her there just to dare to make 2 free throws.
Yeah, Kayla Gudra did good last year in terms of avoiding the fouls, but committing first one of the night. Well, second one for the Lords of the night. Down 14-3 now as the Lords. You got to start looking to make a comeback. You've already committed 3 fouls and a whole bunch of unforced errors and turnovers. You can't be having that. You're essentially just walking yourself into a bad spot, and that's a good play to get down low. Just weren't near that net. Good play there. Lords coming away with it. Leverage. He's going to draw the foul. 2 shots.
Great job getting the leverage on that contact. Able to do a pump fake, get a defender in the air. Pops it back up. Good job. Great play so far from Anika Leverage.
Number 13 for the Lords, Aisha Lewis, going to be coming in here, taking out Letitia Wilson. And first shot is good. Looking for the second now. Shots up. Falls. Good shots. This is what I mean by taking advantage of opportunities presented to you. You can't wait for opportunities to essentially fall into your lap. You have to take them, force the errors. That's what Seneca has been doing thus far, and it's got them 15 points up on the board. And wide open from 3. No good, just straight off the backboard. No air ball, though, which is a good sign. Drives it, no good. And Lord's going to come away with that one. Now it's a matter of pushing it, see if we can get another pair of points on the board. Down 9 as of now. Gotta look to make something happen. It's gonna kick it down. Mid-ranger, no good off the top of the backboard. The Lords just looked almost discombobulated through this entire first quarter, and that's proof to the point. That's another 2 points for Seneca. It's just a question of can you get back on this before everything slips too far out of hand. You're already down 11, and the first quarter hasn't even gone through. Wide open look from three. Instead, it's going to opt to push it down low, but had no hustle down there is the problem. And that's going to go right through the legs, and that's going to be Seneca ball, and they push it down the court once again. Dribbled maybe a little bit too high, and they're going to call a travel. Turns out when you go too high, you're breaking your own momentum, and it all goes wrong.
As about as obvious a call as you can get, except with the Lords, if you have an open shot, take it. I can understand wanting to drive in, but again, as you said, if you drive in, you got to have some momentum. You got to have some drive to go down there. You can't just walk or speed walk down there for a layup. But if you have an open shot, take it at this point.
Substitutions here for the Sting. In comes Reagan Gallen as well as Hannah DeVries. And that's going to be the Lords coming away with that ball. That one almost went straight out, and instead it's going to go straight to a Seneca defender. And wide open look down low is going to jam it off the bottom of the rim, and that's going to be a Lord steal.
There's great hustle there from Anika Leverage to get back and force that missed shot.
Number 25, Hannah DeVries, is going to get called on that foul. It gets put in, and a foul called against just as quick.
Welcome to the game.
It's one hell of a welcome. Leverage pushing down low, kicks that one out to Kayla Gudra, out towards mid-ranger. No good, drop short. Another quick shot opportunity, still nothing.
It was a good job getting a contest there without giving up a foul. Great transition defense from the Lords.
Down 11 still, you need to make something happen. And good job getting control of that ball. You got 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and that's a lob pass that went nowhere near. Loose ball, and one.
That was frustrating there from Lewis on that play. She had a cutter going right down the middle, but just she wasn't able to see it. It was right behind her head. Another timeout here by the Lords. They're looking to regroup.
I mean, yeah, you've gone from a 7-point gap up to once again a 13. You have to get your feet under you before this gets too far out of hand. You can't just sit on your hands. You have to make something happen in the best situation that you can. Because as of right now, the Lords are practically just letting the Sting walk all over them. They haven't been able to break out of their own end consistently. They haven't been able to capitalize when they do break out of their own end, and their own turnover efforts are what's hurting them in the end.
For me, it just very much looks like a team that's not in sync. Now, again, it's the first game of the season. It's going to take time to build that chemistry. Or second game of the season, excuse me. But it's going to take time to build that chemistry and, that camaraderie amongst the unit. But they do not look like they're on the same page tonight.
When you look at the Lords roster, it is also significantly smaller than Seneca's, but there are a few faces here, for example, that you've lost that held the team together. Some of those seniors that just weren't able to come back, of course, running out of OCAA eligibility. And shots up, no good. They're going to call Lord's ball here. Foul number 11, Tiana Leverage. You know those two are going to be doing, if possible, a jersey swap at the end of this just to see.
Poor inbound pass there. Except before that, when Maya got the rebound, she immediately dribbled towards the right side, right where the out of bounds line was. Why are you making it more difficult on yourself by letting a defender guard you one direction?
I would say essentially forcing yourself in to box yourself out.
Yeah, into a double team essentially, using the out of bounds line as the second defender.
Kayla Goodger going to be coming out. In comes number 14, Letitia Wilson, back on the court. And too long once again. That's the second violation. You're not really seeing those very often in basketball at any level, and we've just seen 2 of them in under a quarter. Gonna eat that shot clock, see if you can get a little bit more out of this possession. Down it goes, wide open 3. They're just not covering it, but that's not gonna be how you wanna do it, and that's gonna be out down on the baseline. Lord's gonna clear the ball here. Just once again, it's this hustle you're seeing. You're seeing Seneca, number 23 there. It's Liana Hong just pressing them the entire way, not giving them any kind of opportunity, but that's another foul there on the Sting. That's gonna be 2 shots.
Seneca's defense this quarter has been phenomenal. They're not giving the Lords any space to breathe.
But at the same time, at the cost of 5 fouls.
Yes. However, with the Lords only scoring 5 points,
Yeah,
I wonder if the referees have thrown them a couple there. But with Seneca though, they haven't allowed the Lords to have any space to maneuver. But the Lords also haven't done many things to create that space to maneuver.
Absolutely.
They're just kind of giving in to the pressure at this point.
And that's tipped pass there. Still not going to be enough to stop them, though, as the Sting look for another wide open look. Mid-range, no good. Off the outside of the rim. Lords have 3 seconds to put this ball in the air. And just gotten absolutely swarmed there. We've seen the Seneca Sting rally to the ball the entire game, not giving them any more than maybe 8 inches of space on either edge. No matter where you could pass that ball, it's just not looked good. They got to be able to put this. The Lords have to be able to put this together. You can't afford to eat 3 to 5 possessions every quarter of just essentially sitting on your hands.
I think that's pretty generous about. Sorry, I think it's pretty conservative about 3 to 5 possessions. I think that last quarter, the Lords must have had 8 turnovers. Like it was from a basketball offensive standpoint, it was not the greatest display there. And again, it is early on, and it does take time to build and to grow as a team, to build a team chemistry. And you start to see it in little bits that first quarter with Onika and I believe it was Aisha Lewis as well with passing back and forth between each other. Actually, sorry, it was Tete Wilson. Building that team chemistry, looking for each other with the backdoor cuts. That is a step forward. And if I'm a Lords fan looking for positives from that first quarter, that's definitely something I would cling on to.
Welcome back, second quarter action. Hopefully you didn't get too far. Inbounding here is going to be the Sting. Again, looking to capitalize off this momentum they have, 11 points up. You're sitting pretty good if you're the Sting. You just need to hold on to this lead. On the other hand, for the Lords, you need to see if you can break out of this of this little jam that you've gotten yourself in, down 11, but that's not going to happen if you're giving them 3 open looks around the three-point line. Good block.
Big block there from Tate as Lord's not going down the other end.
Leverage making the call. Good screen there, kicks it down low. No good, just off the outside of the rim.
I'll tell you what, though, that was a great look for the Lords. I'm not mad at all that they missed that, but great pressure on the other end and amazing outlet pass there from Anika. She's so far been the star of the night here for the Lords, in my opinion.
Absolutely been looking to make the most of every possession. Does the same, another pair.
Right hand and left hand. Nice ambidextrous play there from Anika.
Scoreline fixed, apologies. That one was not on our end. Score is 8-18. And that shot, 0 contest, 0 attempt to guard it, and that's another 2 points there for the Sting.
There's a little bit of a Olay defense there from the Lords. Going to need to tighten things up at the back.
But look at this again, the Sting, they're absolutely jumping on every ball. The only time you ever see them give a little bit of room is with Leverage, and that's because she's bullied her way down low so many times they can't afford to press her because she will just run them over. And that's going to be 2 shots here. And shots up, no good. And that's another pair. Leverage gets the Lords to double digits. I believe all 5 scorers are from Leverage. The Lords, this is the comeback you're talking about. See if you can play that ball in just a little bit too far.
I'll tell you what, I like the thought pattern there from Aisha Lewis to try and spring that fast break. A little bit too much power on that pass though, but good effort.
All you need to do is reel that back by maybe 6 inches, and she would have had that in hand, at least enough to be able to throw that back in play. And that's a good way to start off. Substitutions inbound for the Lords. And shots up, Seneca from 3, no good. And that's Aisha Lewis slamming that one, but doesn't look like they're going to call out on her. Speaking of, number 13, Aisha Lewis going to be the one coming out, and back incoming is Tage Adderley. And quick shot in the back there as Leverage makes a move down low once again. That was...
I'm not sure if I agree with that one, but I mean, I kind of also feel bad for Seneca's defense because if that's your day, you're just having Anika Leverage just bail her way down into the paint all day long. That is going to be a pretty miserable game. So I think it's okay to give him one for charity.
Okay. When Leverage goes out, she was laughing with the referee and high-fiving. I don't think he agreed with it either.
Mm-hmm.
That was a dive, to say the least, but that's all right. Nothing you can do about it now. Lord's looking to make something happen, see what they can do without Leverage. Mid-range! I don't know what kind of granny shot
that was like a
magic
little baby
that
hook
was.
there.
You're not going to have any complaints, so the Lord's clawing this one back from the depths. Mid-ranger from Seneca, no good. And that's the Lords. Big plays there to get that ball away. You got to be careful, though, if you're the Lords. You got to get this ball out and fast. Driving down low. We saw it work so far for the Lords. And getting down low, if that's what's going to make it happen, that's what they got to do. And 3 points. No good. Outside of the rim. That's an ankle. That's
That's
not
be unfortunate
good.
as currently number 11, Emily Balkinsoon, is on the ground clutching at her ankle. She went up to try and
Ankle and knee. That's even worse.
she went up to try and tip um, the loose ball outwards, but whether she came down on the defender or came down just awkwardly herself, she's down on the ground.
Yeah, it's just not a good way to put it. Looking to be helped up off the ground. She is walking and able to put weight on it, so that's always a good sign. Fell a little funny, but is walking it off. No one going to be opposed to that one. That's going to be Seneca now pushing down low. Not able to come away with it, though. Second chance opportunity goes. 2 points there for the Sting. Good spin move there to break out of that press coverage. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Leverage back in the game. Foul on number 7 there. Daniela Meyer is going to be the one to get that foul, and that ball is going to get tipped out, and this is going to be Seneca ball.
Good defensive pressure there by the Lords. Manages to get a jump ball now. And I believe it's going to be Lord's ball.
I thought they got the last jump ball. Oh well. Moving through here, good play there. Behind the back, making work. Getting down low, foot touched the line. That's unlucky. Top of the three-point line here, making a way down, throwing it practically right at Lord's defender. That was number 6, Maya Singh, going to be the one to knock that ball away. Leverage at the top there, looking to make it happen. Pass goes. Got to look to make a push, and that's Leverage now with the ball. Lords still haven't been able to make it. Shot from 3, no good. About 4 inches short on that shot. And they're going to call a travel, Lord's ball.
Now, Lords need to do a better job than they did the last possession, because just tracking the ball movement, they went from top of the key to the left corner, back to the top of the key. Pass was almost thrown back across the other side of the court, saved by Leverage, then back to the corner, air ball to 3, caught the ball underneath the basket, not able to get a shot up. They need to have the ball moving far more than that. Far more in far different areas than that, I should say.
And that foul on number 14 there from the Sting. Aurora Doncera is going to be the one to get fouled there. Beautiful play there to draw the foul, and now it's 2 shots for the Lords. First one goes short. Shot number 2, good. Wide open look there, driving down low, no good. The Lords have been doing much better in this corner when it comes to defending. They've only given up 4 points while taking over double that. And look for three. No good. A little bit too high on that one. Got to look to make a stop down low. And that's going to be shots there. Number 14, Letitia Wilson going to be the one calling the foul there.
As the only, as one of 2 fourth-year players on the team, Onika Leverage, I think she's really going to have to bring this group together to go, look, let's settle down here. Let's try and figure out some offense. It's far too much panic, and I'm open. I guess I gotta shoot it. Everyone needs to just settle down and focus on just fundamentals at this point for the Lords, down by 10.
Absolutely, we've been seeing the Lords get picked apart, and it happened once again. This is where the Lords struggled in the last quarter, and that's going to be another foul here. That one's going to be in one opportunity here. And that shot goes wide. A little bit of an updated score. There we go, down low. Leverage kicks it and jammed. Leverage not having any of it. Airs that one out. Good movement there. Making it way down to the net. Not able to put it away, though.
There's good transition basketball, though, by the Lords. They're getting in the good places. They just need to put the ball in the back of the net, though.
That's 2 points there for the Sting. Lords are essentially boxing themselves into these awkward situations, and Leverage can only do so much to put you through. And another foul there. Number 14, TT Wilson going to be the one to be eating that one. Shot is good there. The Lords, 4 fouls on the quarter already. You're 1 short of the bonus. It's not what you want to be seeing here. And second one's good. Hannah DeVries, very, very good job there with taking advantage of points given. Seneca Sting now up to 29. You got to try and swing that one back. If you're not going to be able to get a hand on it, jump, dive, do what you got to do. Just swing that one back around for the to give your team just even a hope of getting that one back in control. Lords just getting walked over on defense now, and that's going to be out on the Sting. And a bomb down the court. Cherry picking works. And that's going to draw a quick foul. The 2 Seneca defenders there getting all up in Leverage's face. Just weren't able to do anything about it.
I mean, Onika really earned that foul there. It was a 2v1, but she managed to get a good opportunity there for the Lords. Now at the line. Unfortunate not at the first one. Let's see if she can get the second.
And second is good. And a quick substitution here.
And also, it looks like number 11, Emily Balkansoon, is going to be checking back into the game. I was about to say that. It's good that she's on the bench without any ice on her ankle, but seems to be all right, just a minor tweak.
Yeah. Looked like she taped it up prior, so. Yeah, tape it up, put a sock over it, get your shoe back on, and get back out on that court. Especially in a game like this, you need as many starters as you can out there for as long as possible. You need to be able to have your best foot forward. And first shot, no good. And second shot short as well. And good play there to try and get that ball loose. They're going to call jump ball on that one. It's T.T. Wilson almost favoring one leg over the other there.
Mm-hmm.
But looks to be walking it off no less. And ball is out and moving now. I think I was the closest defender on that shot.
Yeah, there wasn't much fight from T.T. Wilson to get around that screen. I think the Lords are really wanting to get into a halftime.
The Sting now looking to make a play. And kicks it out once again to the three. Good.
Again, poor defense there from T.T. Wilson. Just walking around, not showing much urgency, not closing out on that shot.
And that's Leverage making her presence known. Another 2 points there for the Lords. Just over a minute now left in the quarter. And they're going to call another jump ball. This time, possession for the Lords. Substitution, Aisha Lewis going to be the one coming in. T.T. Wilson tapping out. Looking to make a play, Leverage. Gonna do it again, drive down low. And that's gonna be 2 shots here for the Lords. Leverage able to make enough of a fuss down low. Too many Seneca defenders drawn in, and an elbow gets thrown, and then it's all said and done. And both shots go wide.
Yeah, if the Lords are struggling this much on offense, you can't afford to be missing free throws.
And 3-point, no good. Leverage coming down with the ball, though. Adderley pressing all the way. Shot is good.
Good take there from Adderley. Drives down low. Manages to find a way to the basket. And turnover here. Lords have 8 seconds left to get a last shot of the half. 3 seconds now. Deep three.
No good.
As on target, it was a good effort though from Maya Singh.
Almost had it.
Almost did.
The whole crowd, you had them all stand up. Three in the air, just not quite going to be enough to fall for it. And we will be back in just a little bit. Halftime on the way. Don't go far. 15 minutes, and we'll be right back on this court.
We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied. We are shaping this transformation shoulder to shoulder, heads down while working hard, but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together, we are leading the way. We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied.
And welcome back. OCAA women's basketball, home Durham Lords visiting Seneca Sting. Coming back into this off the halftime break. Look, the Lords are looking to claw themselves back into this game, down 16 to start. And with Seneca, they're going to be walking out with the ball here first out of the half. You got to be looking to make the most of any opportunity you can if you're the Sting.
Just as they've been doing all game as well.
The Lords have to make some kind of opportunity for themselves. They have 3-4 people in the paint, and that's exactly what they did there. Force an error. We're seeing the Lords start to maybe, and they're going to come away with that loose ball. I lied. Oh, nope, we're good. Good play now. Drive to the rim, just wide.
Great effort there from Tage Adderley. Try and drive over to the rim, but I was also wondering if she should maybe kick that out for potential 3 there from Maya Singh.
Yeah, but to be fair, you got 2 Seneca defenders, one on each side of you within maybe a foot. There's only so much you could do to get it moving. But just like that, whoa.
Turnover there by the Lords, but that is when ball movement comes into play, because all of a sudden, if you kick it out to the right side for 3 for Maya South, somebody needs to also be rotating towards the top of the key to potentially move the ball back around. You're just always moving the ball, always looking for the open shot.
Absolutely. You need to, like, this is exactly what the Sting are doing. They're flying that ball all around the court. That's a good play there. Good play there. That was Anika Leverage, the one to slap that ball out of hand. No shots to be had there. Excellent at guarding down low in the paint. Leverage showed that last year and has proven to do the same in this game here. They're calling a reach there. Tiana Leverage. Siblings fighting over that ball down low. But in the end, drawing a foul is all you can look to do. Almost lost the ball there. And that's another reach foul. That's 2 reach fouls in under like 15 seconds almost.
It's good news for the Lords if Seneca can get into early foul trouble. They just need to make their free throws on the other end, as that's going to be still Lord's ball.
They're just going to stop the clock again. Sting clearly giving no mind to timing. Their goal is simply to hold on to the lead and not let the Lords have any chance. And a quick move, leverage, just went off balance. And good, almost stolen ball. Kicks that one around. Slam to the floor, leverage coming away with the ball. Jump ball, that's going to be Lord's ball.
There's only so much that you can do when you're so integral to the offense and the defense, just the game in general for the Lords. But you would like to see if Anika Leverage could have got back a little bit quicker there defensively to potentially stop that before it was a jump ball, although it is still Lord's ball.
In the end, she was the only one on the Lords to actually get contact with that ball to force the jump, so you're not exactly too upset, but you're also not too impressed, especially after a missed shot like that. And good play there from the Lords. That's going to draw a foul. 2 shots for the Sting. Number 13 of the Sting coming to the line. Malia Long, first shot goes wide. And second shot's up. No good. Or sorry, that was good. I'm losing my marbles. Well, speaking of no good, that shot, but also the Lords, another turnover. That's going to be jump ball, Sting ball.
It's sloppy basketball here tonight. It's not boxing out, not grabbing on to loose balls quicker than Seneca. It's been a lot of game tape to review after tonight's game for the Lords.
Absolutely, and a quick substitution here. You're hoping for a little bit quicker movement, guarding that paint a little bit. You need to get some good shots going. And she blew up her own layup opportunity. Good defense.
Great closeout there from number 23, Aaliyah Johnson.
Aaliyah Johnson, good play there, and a three-point, good. Emily Balkison going to be the one draining that one.
Balkinson had that turnaround shot after the steal in the first quarter that she missed before she twisted her ankle. Comes back, hits a big three. That's going to be a big part of the Lords team this year if she can be the main three-point threat.
And that's going to be 2 shots there. Foul, leverage.
Because if you're the Lords and you're if you're just looking at the pieces that you have at your disposal, and you're looking at the team as number 10, Tage Adderley, as well as number 21, Annika Leverage, as the driving threats, the main ball handlers on the team that are going to slash and kick, and hopefully be kicking out to players like Emily Balkinson for the threes and just the perimeter offense.
Both shots going wide there for the Sting. And that's leverage. Quick step. Puts away another pair. That might have been called for a kickball if anyone was paying attention, but it's going to be the Lords coming away with the ball instead. Good play there by Leverage. Taking away that ball down low. Good moves. Not quite able to put it away. Second chance opportunity. No good. Kayla Gudra missing on that second chance.
There's a good drive there from Tage, but I wish she went into the contact instead of around the contact to draw a foul.
Well, you got to gauge your own safety on that one because the Lords already have had an injury problem, it seems. But you got to look to make the most of it. And 2, no good.
It doesn't matter that they missed that shot. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Kicking out for a shot and passing for an open shot. But a good nice little floater there from Emily Balkinson as the Lords are staging a little bit of a comeback, it seems.
Balkasoon, good play there. Down 11 now. The Sting maybe losing grip here. A little bit of a flop here coming out, but it's still the Sting walking this ball around the court. No good, air ball. And that's Lord's ball. Substitution here for the Sting, and that's going to be good plays here from the Lords, able to force the Sting into essentially playing against their rhythm. And now the Lords looking to take advantage. They've built momentum. They have it all so far in the second half. Now they have to capitalize. Good play there, Kayla Gudra. Number 4, Cheryl Chow, going to be the one called on that one. And good pass. Going to be thrown out of bounds. Number 7, Daniela Meyer is going to be the one to launch that one out of bounds. And Leverage puts up a pair, draining that one down. Around the three-point line go the Sting. That ball flying around. Good play there, bring them opportunity. Leverage got a hand in there, able to force that ball out. No foul on the play. And shot clock. Not able to make anything happen. The Lords defense clamping down on all angles. This is the Lords' opportunity for the comeback. They're only down 9.
It's been a great defensive quarter as well as offensive quarter for the Lords. Great all-around play. They're moving the ball. They're finding open shots. They're playing good team basketball. But that's fantastic. Smothering defense there by Seneca. She earns a trip to a line off of the foul there from Tage Adderley.
There's now going to be shots here from the Sting. Got to make the most of it. They're letting this game slip through their fingers as of right now. First shot goes. Fans getting noisy here. Don't want to give them any kind of opportunity. Shots up. Good. The Sting sink both. 23, Leanna Hong going to be the one to put that one down. Substitutions here from the Lords. And kicks down low. Gudra wide open.
Fantastic pass there from Emily. Finding Kudrow down low. Again, fantastic ball movement by the Lords.
And once again, this is going to be the Lords forcing the Sting into awkward situations, and they're going to come away with it. Foul called against number 2 of the Sting. That's going to be Aaliyah Douglas.
I gotta say, I'm surprised that Seneca hasn't called a timeout yet to try and stop this run that the Lords are on.
Well, I mean, they're still up 9, so you have to trust in your team a little bit. It's when that starts getting maybe a little bit less. I think once you get to even if it's only one more, like a 7-point lead, something like that, that's when you have to start calling that timeout.
But even so, the entire third quarter, though, the Lords have been all over Seneca, and it's very much felt like the Lords have been the better team this third quarter.
Yeah, out goes Kayla Kudra, though. Just got called on another foul. In comes now. That's going to be Aisha Lewis. A late addition to this Lords squad last year. Proved her value clearly as we kept her around. And now a good player here for the Lords in a rotation position, but regardless, still one of our better players on the team. And a shot from 3. Good! Drops down. That's number 6, Maya Singh, firing that one from downtown. Good plays there. That's Adderley going to try and get a hand in it, but that's a good shot there. 23, Leanna Hong putting that one down. That's going to be 40 points now for the Sting. Adderley has to make something happen. Making moves, good screen, gives them an opportunity, tipped ball. That's out off the Lords here. That's going to be Sting ball.
Either way, though, I do like that little concept there by the Lords with who was it? With Lewis, excuse me. I was looking for the name. With Lewis going down low, boxing out the player who's guarding her, coming back out, setting a screen. It's a nice little play there by the Lords.
Yeah, Aisha Lewis just got hands in a little bit too much there. Getting a little bit aggressive. I believe we're now into the bonuses for the Sting. Second shot. No good. Yeah, 5 fouls down for the Lords on the quarter. Not quite sure what happened down there. But regardless, Seneca ball. And good move there. Loose ball, Lords. Gonna come away with it. Aisha Lewis almost trips over a teammate, but able to get free of it. And shot from 3. Good, drains it.
Lords have really come alive this quarter. So
that's
far,
Tage Adderley.
I think they're 3 for 4 from 3 in the third quarter.
Whoa! That's Hannah DeVries just absolutely jumping at him. And we're into the bonuses now, both sides. Aisha Lewis going to be the one taking these 2 shots. The Lords have done well to mount this comeback. Down only 5 now. 16 at the start of the quarter. You got to be looking to keep this going, and that's not going to help, sadly. 3-point opportunities, you have to take them. Now you're seeing the Seneca team putting more people down against that foul, try and make it happen. And they're going to call Seneca ball off of that one. Good play by Onika Leverage, trying to put a little bit of spacing there. In comes number 9, Caitlin Boyle.
Aisha Lewis also last game went 0 for 2 from the free throw line, so it's definitely something to improve on.
And wide open 3. No good. 2 shots. Didn't really see for who. It looks like it's going to be for the Lords. Hannah DeVries. That's 2 times down by the backboard in the key, and 2 times walking away with a foul. How many can you get away with? And that's 1, Aisha Lewis. And second is good. Lewis, good shots there, 2 for 2. Lords only down 3. This Lords team looks to be almost very, very momentum-based, and that just proves it. The Lords still able to come away with it. And that's an elbow thrown there by the Sting, and that's going to be another 2 shots for the Lords, I believe. Oh, I lied.
Yeah, Durham's in the bonus as well, so Seneca's going to the line.
I lied. I'm a no-good liar. It's going to be the Sting taking 2 shots now. Looking at the other leverage now, Tiana leverage, no good. Second shot. No good. And speaking of, Onika leverage firing down the court. Wide open. No good. Second chance opportunity. Gets away with it. Aisha Lewis going to be the one with the ball now, trying to make a pass happen. Fires it straight to the Sting. Leverage covering down low. And that's going to be the Sting, just not able to get away with anything here. 35 seconds left on the quarter. Shot from 3, wide open, good!
That's going to tie the game up as well, 40 apiece.
40 apiece. All of a sudden, this game is back on the menu for the Lords. The comeback is all but in their grasp. Tie game now. And that's going to be another foul.
Now, if you're the Lords, do you hold it for the last shot of the quarter?
Well, for one, you got to take your 2 shots, hopefully. Timeout here, Lords. This Lords squad, it looks like they're gonna take this foul into the next quarter, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my marbles.
Well, I'm thinking the Lords probably going to. I don't think they're going to be going for a 2-for-1. But I'm thinking that they'll probably try and create some type of good shot. If they have a good look, they'll probably take it. If not, I wouldn't be surprised if they hold us for the last shot of the quarter, as they managed to work their way back from a massive deficit coming into the third quarter to now a tie game, 40 apiece. Against the Seneca team, who in the last matchup scored 71 points. So the Lord's defense has really come alive this quarter as well.
And timeout's coming to an end here. The Lords, they've done everything they can to get themselves back in this game. 17.5 seconds left. Full court press from the Sting. Lords, 15 seconds now. Game clock against them. And they just drew another foul.
That's going to be 2 shots now for the Lords for Tage Adderley to perhaps take the lead now.
All you need is 1. No good. Second shot's up. No good, but a possibility for more. Steps out, not quite. That's still going to be Lord's ball. Sends it from half court. Thankful that she wasn't in for our OCAA shoot for cash contest, because that would have been well short.
She would not be $1,000 richer.
Sadly not. Instead, we walk into this fourth quarter now. It's a tie game. The Lords went from 16 down at half to clawing back into this game. They only allowed 10 points to the Sting over the course of the third quarter. The Lords put up, I think, 25 or 24. Regardless, you shouldn't be getting away with that 99% of the time.
Absolutely, but it was a completely different team that showed up in this past quarter. Going into halftime, the Lords looked a bit of a mess on offense. Not a lot of ball movement. Not a lot of frustration, to be honest, amongst the players. And defensively, were just giving up wide open looks. They came back as a completely different unit. They were working together very well. They were finding open shots and open opportunities. They had ball movement. They were creating open shots for each other. And on defense, they were shutting it down as well. Fantastic quarter from a Lord's perspective.
Absolutely. Looking at the stats out of halftime, the Sting had 34 points going into the third quarter. They walk out with only 40. And if I remember right, 2 of those were off of free throws. That's just, I don't know what happened to the Sting over the course of the half. I don't know if they just kicked back, relaxed, had a nap. But the Lords clearly are talking strategy, picking them apart over the course of the break. And they're coming back strong. The Lords had only 18 points coming out of half. They're up to 40, 22 points in the third quarter to Seneca 6. Lords looking to put the final pieces in. If they walk out of this 2-0, they're already well above their record last season, or well into catching up to their record from last season. And that's a good sign if you can keep beating them out down low, but not quite able to get there.
It probably says a little ill-advised for Seneca to not kick that back out for a shot, as she had 2 to 3 defenders already on her.
To be fair, none of them even looked at her. And that's out to the corner. No good. Leverage tips that one away. Lord's ball, good move, try and get open. Gonna kick that one to Adderley. And gets away with it out to Leverage. Spin move. And that's 2 shots here. Leverage has been doing well in terms of free throws on the night. Was 3 for 8, so, 3 for 6. Not quite doing outstanding in that category, but you'll take it regardless. All you need is 1 free throw and you have that lead. Then you could essentially just nurse that lead as best you can. Good! Firing on all cylinders. This Lord's offensive, not giving up any kind of opportunity. And no good again, down low. We saw the Sting taking massive advantages prior. They're going to say jump ball, and that's going to go back to the Sting. A little bit of commotion, a few people on the floor. But it's going to be the Lords regardless. No fouls out of it, only a jump ball. You take that. And Durham blocked. It's number 6, Maya Singh. She's been lighting up the scoreboard when it comes to threes, and a big block there to make an opportunity. And Leverage has the ball. And that's going to be fouled out of the game. Tiana Leverage fouling out. And we saw a little bit of a chirp there coming out from Monique, waving her sister off the court. Tired of it.
Love to see that. So far, Seneca this game has 20 fouls as opposed to the Lords 13.
And out to the three-point line. Firing, Singh again. No good, just wide. Check to the ground, and that's going to be Leverage. Firing it out. Adderley pushing down low. Check down. Kudra.
Great pass there from Adderley, finding Kudra wide open underneath the basket. Good ball movement.
And they're calling a foul there. 2 shots for the Sting. Adderley happily listening in on a little bit of a conversation here from the Sting. And first shot's good. 2 minutes into the third, or 2 minutes into the fourth rather. The Sting getting on the board. And second shot, no good.
There's going to be a line violation there. Lords get the ball.
And pass goes overhead. And this is going to be the Lords. You got to make sure that you're not getting sloppy. You have all the momentum. You can't even look away for a moment in this game.
You can't afford to give it back. You can't afford to run the risk of not getting it back.
And they're going to give that ball back to the Sting. Leverage dictating the court once again, making sure everyone's covered, no opportunities are given for free. And that shot clock. This is the Lords. Once again, they've been doing outstanding when it comes to actually stopping the Sting from getting any kind of momentum in this second half of the game. They've still given up a total of 7 points. Excuse me. 7 points across the entire second half thus far. And good pass there. Clears it. Adderley to Leverage. Out there, Balkasoon firing. No good. Kudra boxed out from that ball.
I'm not mad at that shot, though. It was relatively open, and Balkasoon has shown that she is more than willing to pull it whenever possible.
And no good there. Cheryl Chow not able to put that one away. Balkasoon almost lost that ball. Going to be instead driving down low mid-range. No good. This is a very, very cardio-based fourth quarter. I don't think I've seen that ball stop moving from either side of this court now. And that's going to be Adderley. Timeout for the Lords. Regardless, you're not mad about it. Looking at this score chart here for across the 4 quarters thus far, that first one we saw the Lords get off to a really, really slow start, and they have been trying to dig themselves out of that hole since. 18-6 in the first. Into the second now, you total up to 34 for the Sting, 16 points. The Lords putting up 12, catching up to this Sting, and that's when you see the third quarter. This Seneca starts to almost fall apart at the seams. Only 6 points compared to the Lords' 22. 40-40 going into the fourth, and of course, 5 points for the Lords since, 1 for the Sting. It's just been it's just been defensive dominance from the Lords coming out of the half.
It really has been. As I said last break, it just seemed like a different Lords team that came out at halftime. They seem much more like a collective unit, actually working together and having chemistry with one another, something we did not see much in the first half. But they've really put it on and shown a glimpse of what we might be in store for the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Starting to see now the Durham men's basketball team starting to come out, starting to support the girls. You're seeing a few of them out there at least. We've been seeing them show up periodically throughout, but happy to see other members of Durham varsity sports coming out to support. And this is going to be the Sting now coming out of this break with the ball and moving around the three-point line, jump around, good. Full court press now from the Sting. Breaking their way through, loose ball. Kudra tries to get in the way, just weren't quite there. That's 4 quick points for the Sting. This is what I'm talking about. The Sting have been doing this full court press, and it's been working. Slow this game down. That's what the Lords need to do. Don't let them get ahead of you. And speaking of, Monica Leverage keeping the entire defense ahead of her and pushing down towards the rim. No one can stop her down there. Another 2 points for the Lords as they take the lead back. And down low for free.
Look like Lord's defense fell asleep for just a second there. Now as Seneca's started to put together a couple good possessions with really being helped by the full court press. Lords need to make sure that they're still alert on defense. Match isn't over for another 6 minutes here, so you got to keep going till the end.
Those 6 minutes, every second counts, especially in a one possession game. This is what you like to see, at least from a spectator and a commentator point of view. But when you're looking at it from a player's, you'd be preferring to be up by 20. But in the end, this is what the sport comes down to. You've got to be able to make these shots count when it matters. And big jump, no good. Lords now once again tied 47-47. They have possession though. And speaking of taking advantage of it entirely, number 14, that's TT Wilson. She's been putting on an absolute clinic thus far when it comes to taking advantage of any kind of situation given. Good moves now. They got to kick this back to Leverage. She's been the center point of this offense and trying to get it going. Speaking of Adderley, trying to make a name for herself as well. And that's going to be a foul there. Number 4, Cheryl Chow. Oh. Okay, yeah, I was right. Tage Adderley going to be the one taking these 2 shots. The Lords already up 2. Now you're looking to extend and protect this lead. First shot short. Looking for the second. Good. Beautiful plays there. Beautiful play there from the Lords, taking advantage of it. Tage Adderley, another point is all you're looking for. Makes it a 3-point game. Forcing, you're taking typical shots. That's going to be a loose ball too. And finally, we're seeing this Lords crowd come into it as well. 2 seconds on the clock, and now this is going to be Lords ball. And now they get the push back. You're seeing the Sting. They've lost that.
They've lost that edge that they had in the first half. That was great defense there by the Lords. That's almost tipped off, though. Shooter from the corner.
All the time in the world. Breaks some ankles. No good still. That's going to be Tage Adderley still with the ball. Has time, kicks it out to Leverage. Out to the corner. Firing from 3, no good. Goes just over. That's going to be Chow down low. No good. Second chance, no good.
A late whistle there. That was very, very late. I think it was probably a just foul. However, it was definitely a very late call there.
TT Wilson going to be the one getting called on that one. Aaliyah Douglas now looking to take 2 shots, bring this game just a little bit closer. And first shot up. Good. Bounces around a little bit. Took its time, took its sweet time getting there. But puts that one away no less. Second shot now. Firing, going up. No good off the outside of the rim. That's going to be Chow coming away with a rebound, though. Kicks it out. Loose ball. It's going to be the Lords now starting to get down low. And that's 2 points. Foul against Leverage.
Now that was a call I don't agree with at all. It looked to me like Onika just went pretty much straight up there. From my angle, it didn't really look like much contact, but nevertheless, Seneca are now at the line, shooting 2.
First shot's good. And all of a sudden, this game is within reach once again for Seneca. 1 point down. You gotta look to put this one away. Second is wide. That's Leverage getting a hand in there. How many times do you have to go through with this before you give it back to the Lords? And good play there from Durham. They keep their lead. Even if it's by a slim margin of 1 point, that's all you need. That's going to be Adderley. Good plays there, making a move. Top of the key.
Ill-advised pass there.
Looked like Kudrick did call for the ball, just didn't quite get there.
She can go for the ball, but if she's covered, you shouldn't pass it.
In comes Maya Singh, out goes Kayla Kudra. And down low once again, good. The Sting come back, take the lead. I'm not quite sure what happened there. That's going to be a foul on. That's going to be a foul there. That's going to be Cheryl Chow once again. It's the Lords now. They're going to break out of their own end. Will they be able to put it away? No. Adderley practically just launches it at the backboard. And welcome to the bonuses. And 2 shots here for the Sting. You got 3 minutes. Is it worth calling a timeout if you're the Lords? Try and bring everyone back into this?
I think considering how young this team is, I think you need to call a timeout after this just to bring everybody in. The Lords are now down by at least 1, possibly 3, depending on the results of these free throws. I would call a timeout just to settle the nerves, get everyone refocused, finish the game.
Shot's no good. Max, they can go up as 2, 1 possession game. Leverage. Jumps it. It's going to be Seneca ball. Or nope, I lied. That point given to the Sting. And another ill-advised pass.
That should be a charge, though. Never mind, blocking foul.
That's another 2 shots here for the Sting. Shots up, no good. And second one goes, 3-point game. Adderley, big push down low. Keeps that in play. Mid-range, no good. You got 3 minutes left. You have to be able to hold on. They're giving them wide open looks from deep. I think, once again, I was the closest defender on that shot. Lucky that one didn't go.
If you give a wide open like that, you have to make sure you're able to get the rebound. And right now, the Lords aren't getting into position to box out.
And that's going to be Lord's ball. Stepped out of bounds just in time. And timeout for the Lords. This is what we were talking about. It's now more than ever. You have to be able to get those open. You have to be able to force those open looks. Drawn up plays is what you're looking for. You have to do what you can. Take advantage of it. You have just under 3 minutes to go. You gotta put it away.
If I'm the Lords, I'm definitely going to be drawing up plays for Nika Leverage just to drive in and hopefully get a rebound. I'd make sure to be sending Tete Wilson in there for more rebound support, just trying to send as much pressure down low. So if you get a rebound, I would make sure then you have players like Emily Balkinsoon, Kayla Condra, and Tage Adderley on the perimeter, wanting to get open for potential 3 to tie things up.
Absolutely. If you can drive it down low, bring in all the defenders, it's exactly what you have to do. We're seeing this kind of textbook basketball a lot used by the men's team coming up next, where they drive down low enough to bring all the defenders in, essentially, and then kick it wide for a big 3-point opportunity. Because if you can break your own team wide open, that's exactly what you're looking for. And speaking of wide open, Adderley puts it down, 2 points. The Lords, if they draw a foul, that's going to be into the bonuses. And lost ball. Chow, no ball security on that one. And Adderley down low.
Tell you what, that was a great pass and a great steal though from Tate. Can't put it away.
And mid-range. Miss.
Oh, Tate's calling for it. She sees it.
Wide open. And Chow gets in there just enough to make a difference. Still a 1-point game. Down low is there. Missed. Leverage calling to mellow this one out. You have time. 16 seconds left. Leverage. Just a missed pass. Big play, Balkasoon. You can't get caught in transition here. It's going to be Leverage getting that out. Oh.
That seemed to be textbook reaching in call. Be a foul on the ground though. Lords have an inbound.
Cheryl Chow going to be the one calling it once again.
It could be Chow's 4th foul as well, as there was a really built up in a hurry for her. As Lords are now going to be in bonus as well.
No good. Second shot. Looking for the tie. And no good. Lost the ball, though. An opportunity here for the Lords. Just not able to take advantage of it, though. Making moves, looking around the three-point line. Balkasu might have been able to get a hand in on that one. Under a minute left. Loose ball. Jump ball, Lords. This Lords possession, this is exactly what you need. You got under a minute. You need to put it away.
I will say this fourth quarter, there's been some moments where I've looked at some of Tay Wilson's play and thought it's very much a first-year player, doesn't quite know how to close out a game yet. However, she's shown sometimes with her defensive capabilities.
The Hail Mary. Foul. That was a Hail Mary pass from the baseline, setting it all the way down to the three-point of Seneca. And that's going to be 2 shots. Leverage. Quick showing off there. Tom Brady. Tom Brady looking depth throw there. Leverage calming the nerves. Maya Singh. No good. Shots up. Drains it. Tie game here.
Now, Lords today have gone 10 for 29 from free throw. That is definitely something they'll look to improve upon next time out.
Timeout here called by the Sting. You got 45 seconds left. How do you defend this if you're the Lords? How do you attack this if you're the Sting?
Don't give up any easy opportunities. However, with that being said, you don't want to force a foul. You want to make sure that they are able to get that you're able to contest whatever shot that gets put up. You're in good position to get the rebound, and then once you get the rebound, you don't have to push it. You don't have to do another full court pass. You don't have to do anything overly risky. And if there's somebody streaking down the court and wide open, obviously, let it fly. But focus on the sure thing, the highest
high percentage plays.
High percentage plays, exactly.
High percentage plays is what you're looking for if you're the Lords. You have to make this happen. You've got 5 seconds left on this Seneca timeout. You're going to take advantage of this if you're the Lords. Calm your nerves. This is an even game. There is no issue with playing this a little slow if you have to. And just doing your best. Take your time. Take your time. Make sure that you're covering your man. Don't give him any kind of open opportunities if you have a choice. The Lords crowd truly getting into this one. Nice and loud in the arena. This crowd's into it. Almost got called on a reach there, Balkasoon. And wide open down low. Travel. That just got a little bit too high there. Regardless, if you wane out this time, if you're the Lords, Seneca still has an opportunity with this ball back. You can't max out that time quite enough. Leverage making a push. This is who you want to have the ball in these kind of situations. Kicks it out wide, blocked. Lords ball regardless. 14 seconds.
In that play, I'm a little surprised though that Maya Singh didn't drive baseline for an easy cut towards the basket. There's nobody covering the rim.
I mean, in that situation, you can't exactly be too upset either. Leverage with the ball.
I mean,
driving.
You don't need a three. You can drive in.
But if you're going for high percentage, not quite. And fed that one straight to the Sting. 12 seconds on the clock. Looking for it. Firing. No good. The Lords have to come up with it. Sting with the ball. No good. Once again, they're just going to drain that one.
You're saying Seneca ball with a couple seconds left.
It's going to be no more than a few tenths of a second. .3 seconds on the game clock. I don't know if it gets much closer than that. Coach Shirley Jan is calling for all hands up. Cover your man. You don't let any ball fly. And that's timeout for the Sting. Are you surprised? 0.3 seconds? You got to call for something.
I mean, you got to be accurate. There was still time on the clock when that jump ball happened, so I don't know. To me, it makes sense. I'm a little surprised it's not more than 0.3, to be honest. I was thinking it would be at least 1 second, but either way, at this point, you're looking for just a quick amount pass and almost like a volleyball set, just to put it up there as a prayer.
Put it up, Hail Mary pass, see if you can tip that thing towards that net.
Now, I am curious about when's the start time for the men's game as well, as that was supposed to be kicking off at 8 o'clock. It is, of course, right now 7:59.
So
so
they'll just push it back a little bit.
Exactly, but I wonder how long, though. Might be in for a late night here.
No complaints from me. If we got back-to-back good games, I'm going to be happy. Out of the timeout now. The Lords know what they have to do. Hands up, no ball flies. And ball is in play. Nothing. Welcome to overtime.
What a first home game here for the Lords. Now we got overtime action after a fantastic comeback by them.
Both sides looking for miracles. Now, I don't quite remember what time is. I don't know quite what the time frame is for overtime. 5 minutes? But regardless, that's 5 minutes to make 5 minutes, probably some more, just to make anything happen. This is where you start breaking out these drawn-up plays. You know, both coaches right now, they're trying to dial in their players. This is where heroes are made. You got to make something happen.
Absolutely. I still think the Lords still have some of the momentum that they build up in the third quarter as well. So I think they're going to be coming out of this short rest firing in this overtime period. And Seneca's still going to be in foul trouble because a few of their players, namely number 14 of Aura Donceris as well as Cheryl Chow, both have 4 fouls. And Daniela Myers and Mala Long have 3 fouls themselves. However, the Lords also would need to be careful because Onika's on 3 fouls. Same with Emily Balkasoon and Tage Adderley also have 4 fouls, so Lord's going to need to be a little careful as those are 3 massive offensive playmakers for them.
Time starts now. The Lords, this is where money is made right here. And loose ball. Lords get away with it though. Break free. Tried to go for style points there, just wasn't quite able to get there.
I'll tell you what, I like the idea up until the finish, but again, being a first-year player, having that skill set, I think she's going to really grow into her game.
And able to recover that ball. Good play there. Up and down the court in seconds. TT Wilson tying up there real quick. Don't want to get in the way. Leverage drives. And 1.
Big time play there from Leverage.
Number 7, Danielia Meyer is going to be the one called on that foul. Leverage. One shot makes it a 3-point game. And substitutions are clear. It's showtime. And shot goes up. No good. That's a Sting making their way around. Drown them out down low. That's a foul on Onika Leverage, number 21. Leverage 4 fouls now. And 1 for 2. And loose ball. The Sting not quite able to get away with it though.
It's a poor decision there from Adderley with Tay right behind her. So there's a looping, dangerous pass there from Tay. Maybe that's why she didn't pass it to her beforehand.
Leverage dictates the court. Gets it down low. Foul. 2 shots. Leverage calm the nerves. Tay Wilson, a shot to truly put this one out of reach. Or at bare minimum make this a 3-point game.
You say out of reach is a little excessive.
Well, I mean, they're running out of time. And shot goes up. No good, short. Still a 1-point game. 3:35 on the clock. Pump fake. Gets away with a kick in around the 3-point line. Wide open look. No good. Wilson touched that one very, very last second. So that's going to be out on the Lord's Seneca ball. And kicking around here, Leverage. A good block there. Draws misplay from the Sting. And the Lords have the ball once again, still up in this game. Adderley gets away with that one. Loose ball on the ground, that low, that's a blocking foul.
Big call here for the Lords. So they have a chance now to extend their lead.
Both men's teams showing up now, supporting the women. Substitution now. In comes number 23, Leanna
also,
Hong.
I believe that would have been Don Sarah's 5th foul as she's now fouled out of the game.
Yep, off to the sideline she goes, and that shot. Style points for Tay Wilson, bowing to that Seneca crowd. One for 2 there, you'll take it. It's 2-point game. 3 minutes to go. Shot is good, brings it to an even game once again.
Big time shot there from number 13, Mila Long.
Malia Long drops that one down. Leverage driving down low once again, kicks it wide. Whoa! Drops that one from halfway down. Beauty play there. TT putting that one down. Or Tete, rather, sorry. And pushing down low. Shot goes up. No good. Short. And 58-58 now score. 2 minutes 15 left. Shot goes up and over. Pass straight to the Sting. But they're going to call that out.
It's the back and forth game, back and forth game.
The Lords pushing down with this ball. There's 2 minutes left. There's no need to get too panicky yet. And leverage. Spin move. Kicks it wide. Tete Wilson, not quite. Missed it by a couple inches.
It was a good shot, though, by the Lords. They keep generating these high-quality chances. It's definitely a way forward to win.
Mid-range. Short. You're lucky there if you're the Lords. You're, frankly, on most days, you're expecting that kind of shot to drop. She got confused? The Lords, they're getting a lot of lucky breaks. And Adderley has the ball, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And that's Seneca ball. Seneca ball from half court here.
I think these Lords players are very gassed at this point. It's been a very tough game against the Seneca defense. But I see it to put it together for one more minute and take the lead.
Yeah, but they're not giving them any kind of opportunity regardless. As long as we're covering those long passes. Two shots here for the Sting. Shots up. No good. Wide. 46 seconds left. Live ball here coming out. Shots up. Drains it. Timeout for the Lords.
Now the Lords, I don't know how much more times they can go. Onika, take us to the promised land. Just keep driving in and have defenders bouncing off you as you're going for layups. But that might just be the call, because that's right now the main surefire offense that the Lords have, with their shots maybe not falling quite as much as they did in the previous quarters. But at this point, you're just trying to get points on the board to take the lead here with 49 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do, and if that just means getting down to the paint at a constant, that's what you got to do. And so far, your two tickets there have been Tete Wilson and Onika Leverage. Those two have been dictating the paint on both ends. So,
except also, with that being said, Tete Wilson is 2 for 12 from the free throw line, and Onika is 3 for 9. So if they just start hitting the free throws at a bit of an increased rate, this game isn't even a contest.
Yeah, Leverage well and truly has a double-double on the night. 17 rebounds, same amount of points.
Putting up Andre Drummond numbers.
Showtime for the Lords. Under a minute. And ball's out. Leverage, just like we were saying, drill it. And they're calling a charge.
I think that's fair. It looked like the defender there had her feet planted.
That's leverage, and that's 5 fouls.
A big, big, big loss there for the Lords.
Well, so much for that drawn up play for leverage, just have people bouncing off of her.
Gonna need to find another way to score this late game situation. But I will say, having a substitute like Tay Wilson, I do think that's probably why they brought her in. They saw leverage was in a fourth season. They wanted to bring in some new blood, and I do think her defensive intensity has been very impressive so far this game.
Absolutely, and in comes off of that foul out is Kayla Kudra, who was a big player last season, and that's going to be Lord's ball. Firing, Kayla Kudra with the ball, sends it across court. Sting ball. And just like that, they can run out the clock.
Yeah, Lords need a foul here and foul quick. Lords have to
But
foul.
Lords
have to foul.
Who can afford to give it up? Kayla Kudra, that's who.
That's not what you want to see, as Lords had 12 seconds run right down the clock. Or 10 seconds, actually.
You have a whole bunch of young players. You got to remember, stopping the clock is almost just as important. First shot, no good. And shot number 2 falls. Lords need a 3 for the win. 2 for double overtime? A bomb intercepted.
That was just an ill-advised pass there.
What choice do you have? You have to cover it. Fans almost got into that scrap.
That was interesting from that foul was on Regan Gallen. However, she intercepted the ball the last time round and got right into her opponent's face, as she's still doing celebrations there at the bench. But I guess that's a bit of a frustration call. However, in basketball, if you get underneath the opponent's skin, that's an advantage. Like, maybe a bit of dark arts there, but hell, it's effective.
We had a couple crowd members almost get in the middle of that player brawl and just had to set under a reminder to sit down. You are not a player. Stay seated. Lords down 2. Fouled out, number 11. That's going to be Emily Balkasoon. Turns out pushing matches don't tend to go in your favor. Heat of the game, you can't exactly be upset with it. Shots up. No good. 5.9 on the clock for the Lords. Assuming this doesn't go, that's a winnable game, but you'd honestly take the tie game. And Seneca ball once again off the back of the tech. That's Cheryl Chow off to the bench. 5 seconds. Down to the stripe. Kayla Kruger going to be the one eating these fouls. She knew her job. She was foul bait from the second she got in. And shots up. No good. It's still a possible game for the Lords even after all this. Your time's getting slim. But it's there.
When if you're Lords, do you try to take a timeout to advance the ball?
I'd almost. You got to put it up. Not into the hands of the Sting, though. And that is going to be game. Beautiful comeback by the Lords. But the Sting came back with just a little bit more behind them. And that is going to be the game. Seneca Sting take this in an overtime win, 61 to the Durham Lords, 58. We will be back just shortly for the Durham Lords men's basketball, taking on once again the Seneca Sting. And we'll be back in just a little bit.